Are you a Sigma male who feels like your mind is a battlefield, sharp enough to cut through chaos, yet heavy enough to drag you under? Do you wrestle with perfectionism that borders on obsession, solitude that feels like both a throne and a cage, or a brilliance that others just don't get? If that hits home, you're not alone, and this isn't just another pep talk. It's a reckoning. Welcome to Sigma Male Community, where we confront the raw, unfiltered struggles of independent, self-reliant men who live by their own code. Today we're tearing into why Sigma males like you struggle with being highly intelligent, and how to wield that gift like the weapon it's meant to be. Buckle up because this is about to get real. 1. The perfectionism trap. Your ambition isn't just drive, it's a tyrant that doesn't sleep. Sigma males don't settle for good enough. You're out there architecting monuments in a world full of sandcastles. Every task, every idea, every relationship gets held to a standard so high it's damn near divine, flawless execution or nothing at all. But here's the catch. While the world marvels at your polished results, they don't see the war you wage within, the sleepless nights obsessing over a single detail, the silent fury when reality falls short of your vision. Stoicism steps in here with a hard truth. You can't control everything. Mastery isn't about perfection. It's about knowing when to let the cracks show and still stand tall. That relentless pursuit isolates you like a king in an empty castle. You don't just want excellence, you demand it from everyone, and when they can't deliver, you retreat. Colleagues feel the weight of your unspoken expectations. Friends and lovers sense they'll never measure up. It's not arrogance, it's a solitary crusade against mediocrity. But Stoicism reminds us that no man thrives alone. True strength isn't in shutting out the world, it's in finding those rare souls who can match your fire and building something greater together. Here's where it stings. Perfectionism doesn't just slow you down, it paralyzes you. You'll shelve a project, a dream, a damn good idea because it's not perfect yet. Fear of failure, or worse, being seen as less than brilliant, locks you in place. Stoicism cuts through that noise. Failure isn't the enemy, inaction is. The ancients didn't wait for flawless conditions. They acted with courage, learning as they went. You've got that same grit in you. Stop chasing an illusion and start forging your legacy, flaws and all. The real kicker? Your worth isn't tied to that perfect outcome you're chasing. Sigma male, your intelligence shines brightest not in what you achieve, but in who you are, resilient, disciplined, unshakable. Stoicism teaches us to root our value in character, not results. Shift your gaze inward, cultivate that iron will, and watch how the world bends to meet you. You're not here to be flawless, you're here to be formidable. 2. Emotional fortress syndrome. Logic is your shield, Sigma male, but it's crushing something vital inside you. You've built a fortress around your emotions. Every feeling dissected like a math problem, every tear swapped for a solution. When someone's hurting, you're the guy with the fix, not the shoulder. It's not that you don't care, you've just trained yourself to see emotion as chaos in a world you'd rather rule with reason. Stoicism nods at that control but warns. Denying your humanity doesn't make you strong, it makes you brittle. That fortress keeps you safe, sure, but it's a lonely damn place. Relationships fray because you're offering blueprints when they need a heartbeat. You've mastered detachment, turned it into an art form, but at what cost? Stoicism doesn't preach numbness, it's about feeling deeply and still standing firm. Imagine this: letting one trusted soul pass the gates, sharing a raw truth and finding it doesn't break you, it builds you. That's real power. Worse, this emotional lockdown leaves you half alive. You're not a machine even if you act like one, there's a fire in you that deserves air, not suffocation. Stoicism says live in harmony with nature, and that includes the messy, wild pulse of being human. Picture a Sigma who can strategize a war and still laugh with abandon, rage with purpose, love with intent. That's not weakness, that's a man fully awake. Here's the pivot. Emotional intelligence isn't a buzzword, it's your untapped edge. Understanding your own depths and reading others isn't about losing control, it's about commanding it. Stoicism's wisdom isn't just cold reason, it's knowing when to feel and how to wield it. Start small, listen, reflect, connect, and watch how it sharpens your leadership, your bonds, your life. You're not a fortress, you're a force. 3. Delegation dilemma. Trusting others feels like handing your soul to a stranger, doesn't it? You're wired for precision, Sigma male. Why risk a task on someone who'll botch it when you can nail it at 200%? Your independence isn't a choice, It's a reflex, a gut-level need to keep the reins tight. But Stoicism throws a curveball. You can't control it all, and trying to is a fool's game. Delegation isn't surrender. It's strategy, a way to multiply your impact without breaking yourself. Refusing to let go has a price tag. Burnout that hits like a freight train. You pile on the load, work, decisions, dreams, because no one else can match your standard. Stoicism calls for balance, not martyrdom. Imagine trusting one person with a small piece of your vision, guiding them to your level. It's not weakness, it's leverage. You're not here to drown in details, you're here to build empires. And think about this, every time you hoard a task, you're robbing someone else of growth, and yourself of a team. Stoicism sees us as part of a whole, not lone gods on a mountaintop. Picture mentoring a mind hungry for your wisdom, watching them rise to your bar. That's not just delegation, that's legacy. Your brilliance isn't diminished by sharing it, it's amplified. Your value isn't in doing it all, sigma male, it's in leading with vision. Stoicism roots strength in character, not control. Let go of the small stuff, focus on what only you can do, and watch how the world shifts. You're not a one-man army, you're a general. Act like it. For analysis paralysis, the mind's maze. Your brain's a superpower, but it's got you caged. While others leap, you're mapping, running every scenario, every angle, until the perfect move glows like a neon sign. Coffee run? You're weighing cost, ethics, and cosmic significance. It's not laziness, it's a mind so sharp it cuts itself. Stoicism steps up here, the presence where power lives, not in endless what-ifs. Act with reason, then adapt, that's the play. This overthinking isn't just slow, it's a thief. Opportunities slip through your fingers while you're plotting the ultimate chess move. Relationships stall because you're scripting every word instead of speaking. Stoicism's brutal on this. Uncertainty's not a flaw, it's life. Trust your gut, make the call, and let the chips fall. You're built to conquer, not to calcify in a mental maze. And the stress? It's a slow poison. Those racing thoughts, analyzing, reanalyzing, cloud the clarity you're chasing. Stoicism's antidote is tranquility, a calm born from letting go of what you can't predict. Try this, breathe, ground yourself, decide. One move forward beats 1,000 in your head. Your genius needs motion, not a treadmill. Action's your liberation, sigma male. Stoicism doesn't care about perfect plans, it's about learning through doing. Screw up. Good, you'll grow. Succeed? Better, you'll soar. Either way, you're not stuck. Your mind's a blade, stop sharpening it to death and start swinging. The world's waiting. 5. Isolation's irony. Solitude's your sanctuary, sigma male, until it's your sentence. Alone, your mind ignites, free from the noise of shallow chatter and petty games. But that sacred space? It's creeping into exile. You ditch the party, skip the small talk, and suddenly you're a ghost in your own life. Stoicism gets it, solitude's gold, but it warns, we're wired for connection too. You're not above that truth. Here's the gut punch. You crave depth but build walls against it. You want a tribe that gets you, yet your intensity sends them running, or you send yourself packing first. Stoicism's take? Balance. Find the few who match your wavelength and let them in. A sigma doesn't need a crowd, just a brotherhood forged in fire. That's where you thrive. Isolation narrows your lens too. Alone, you're brilliant but blind, missing the clash of ideas that sharpens you. Stoicism pushes you to engage, not retreat. Step out, test your theories, trade insights with the rare minds who can keep up. It's not about losing yourself, it's about expanding what you're capable of. Your independence doesn't mean isolation, sigma male. Stoicism says you can stand alone and still belong. Contribute, connect, carve your place, because a man who gives to the world gets it back tenfold. You're not a hermit, you're a king who's yet to claim his court. 6. The misunderstood label. Your silence screams arrogance to a world too loud to listen. You're not posturing, you're processing, strategizing, seeing layers they'll never grasp. But they slap labels on you. Aloof, cocky, cold. It's not disdain, it's depth they can't fathom. Stoicism's clear. Their opinions don't define you, your virtues do. Stand firm in who you are. Still, there's a flip side, communication's your bridge. You don't owe the world your soul, but a little clarity cuts through the noise. Stoicism values understanding not just for them but for you. Share your vision with those worth your words, and watch the misconceptions fade. You're not here to be liked, you're here to be known. Being misreads a forged Sigma male. Every judgment, every sideways glance, it's fuel to toughen your resolve. Stoicism turns hardship into growth. Let this sharpen your edge. You're not a puzzle for them to solve, you're a force they'll eventually feel. Keep moving, the right ones will catch up. You're not alone in this either. Other Sigmas, other deep thinkers, they're out there nodding as you watch this. Stoicism binds us in purpose, not applause. Seek them out, build your circle, and let the world wonder. Sigma male community's got your back, because we get it. 7. Trust deficit disorder. Skepticism's your armor, Sigma male, forged from too many half-assed efforts and broken words. You don't trust easily because you've seen the fallout of blind faith. Handing off control? Feels like tossing a masterpiece to a toddler. Stoicism's got a wake-up call. You can't run the universe. Trust isn't naivety, it's a calculated risk worth taking. Building it's a grind, but it's gold. Relationships, teams, dreams, they don't scale without it. Stoicism demands integrity, be the man others can lean on, and they'll rise to meet you. Set the bar, teach your standards, and watch trust grow. You're not betting on them, you're investing in what they could become. And yeah, it's a two-way street. Give trust, risk the sting, because Stoicism says vulnerability's where strength hides. You'll get burned sometimes, that's the tax on greatness. But the wins? They'll outweigh the scars. A Sigma who trusts builds more than he breaks. Trust isn't blind though, it's sharp. Use your judgment, set boundaries, and keep your eyes open. Stoicism's all about reason. Trust wisely, not wildly. You're not here to carry the world solo, you're here to lead it. Start trusting and watch your empire rise. 8. The vulnerability void. You've armored your heart, Sigma male, and it's starving. Pain's a riddle you solve, not a wound you feel. Breakups become case studies, betrayals fuel strategies. Emotions? Weakness to be crushed. But Stoicism flips that. True strength embraces the human mess, not just the iron mask. You're not invincible, you're alive. Vulnerability's not collapse, it's courage with teeth. One real talk, one unfiltered moment, it won't shatter you, it'll ground you. Stoicism calls for guts, not just grit. Picture this, a Sigma who can face a storm and still say, I hurt. That's not soft, that's steel forged in fire. And it's practical too. Admitting a crack lets you fix it, hiding it lets it fester. Stoicism knows we're not islands. A hand up doesn't mean you're down. Ask for support, lean on the few who've earned it, and watch your resilience double. You're stronger with allies than alone. Start small, crack the gate, not the wall. Share a doubt with a brother, a fear with a mentor. Stoicism builds wisdom through practice, and this is yours. Vulnerability's your next frontier, Sigma male, not a void but a vault of untapped power. Step into it. 9. Social battery drain. Crowds don't spark you, Sigma male, they sap you. Networking's a slow bleed, every forced grin, every hollow, how's it going? Drains reserves meant for real work. You're not antisocial, you're selective, and the world's too loud to notice. Stoicism's on your side. Guard your energy like it's sacred, because it is. Don't bend to guilt, you're not wired wrong. Set your limits and own them. Stoicism's about self-mastery, not people-pleasing. Skip the noise, carve out silence, and recharge like the titan you are. One deep talk over coffee beats 100 handshakes every time. But don't vanish, curate your circle. Stoicism values connection with those who matter. Find the rare ones, thinkers, builders, warriors, and invest there. Quality trumps quantity. Your battery thrives on meaning, not volume. You're not dodging life, you're refining it. Social skills aren't a burden, they're a tool. Stoicism's kindness and clarity can turn a chat into a win without draining you dry. Practice it, listen sharp, speak true, exit clean. You're not here to fade in the crowd, you're here to stand out where it counts. 10. The purpose paradox. Society's playbook doesn't fit you, Sigma male, and that's your edge. While they chase titles and white pickets, you're hunting something bigger. Legacy, impact, meaning. But rejecting the script leaves you drifting, doesn't it? Stoicism cuts through. Purpose isn't found, it's made, forged from your values, not their rules. It's a trek, not a revelation. Don't wait for the heavens to part, start now. Stoicism's about the grind, finding truth in action. Launch that idea, help one person, tweak the plan as you go. Small wins stack up and suddenly your path's clear. You're not lost, you're building. Purpose ties to others too. Stoicism says we're in this together. Your gifts aren't for you alone. Teach, create, lift someone up and watch the fire catch. Your intelligence demands a mission, give it one. The world's starving for what you've got, feed it. It'll shift and that's fine. Stoicism embraces flux. Your purpose today might morph tomorrow. Stay fluid, stay true and keep moving. You're not here to float through life, you're here to carve a dent in the universe. Start swinging. 11. The autonomy addiction. Freedom's your lifeblood, sigma male, until it chains you. You torch a job, a bond, a whole damn system before bowing to it. Independence isn't just your strength, it's your drug. Stoicism respects that fire but warns, total control's a myth. Real power's in bending without breaking. Autonomy's sweet, but it's not everything. Stoicism sees us linked, your solo runs fierce but a pack runs farther. Imagine allies who amplify you, not cage you. Collaboration's not compromise, it's conquest with backup. You're not diluting your edge, you're sharpening it. True freedom's inside anyway. Stoicism says no one can own you if your mind's free. Bosses, rules, chaos be damned. Cultivate that inner steel and you'll thrive anywhere. You don't need to flee the world, you can rule it your way. Team up and your autonomy evolves. Stoicism's about impact, not isolation. Work with the sharp, the driven and watch what you build. You're not a lone wolf, you're a king picking his generals. Step up, sigma male, your reign's just beginning. Sigma male, your intelligence isn't a curse, it's a call to rise. These struggles? They're the forge where your greatness is hammered out. You're not here to crumble under your own brilliance. You're here to command it, to turn chaos into power, solitude into strength, logic into legacy. Sigma male community isn't just a channel. It's your war room, your guide to mastering the stoic path and living unshakable. Love this? Smash that like button, drop a comment with your biggest takeaway and share it with a brother who needs it. If you're in, subscribe, hit that bell and lock in, because we're just getting started. Together we're not just surviving, we're rewriting what it means to be a Sigma. Let's roll.